Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Giveaway Show. I'm Carlos Sweats Comics, and welcome to my channel. Glad that you're here hanging out with us tonight. We're going to get things kicked off and started right now. Got a lot going on uh, this week, so looking forward to hanging out with you for a little bit and keep it moving. Real quick, just a couple of things that we got coming up. We've got episodes. We got a brand new episode of Expensive Paper Showcase coming up this Friday night. You can make sure and check us out. It starts at 8 p.m. Central. So time when we sell, as comic collectors, we sell the books that we've used, some of the books out of our collection, and use that to fund other books as well. So make sure that you check that out if you haven't already. Also coming down the pipe, I've got a top 10 X-Men comics video, volume 1 that is coming. It's coming at some point, maybe after the first of the year, but it's been shot and we're on that. Looking forward to sharing this list with you. It's got some cool picks on it. Looking forward to getting some top 10 lists done. It's been a while since we aired any here on the channel. You can find a bunch of other ones here on the channel. All kinds of different characters, including Wolverine, with his own top 10 list. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, to sharing this list with you. Remember, hey, if you're not a channel member yet, or you haven't heard about it, we do have a channel membership program here. The Man Without Fear tier is the lowest price tier at $1.99 a month. And then we've got the Man of Steel membership tier, which is $4.99 a month. And then we've got the Dark Knight tier, which is at $14.99 a month. We do have one more final tier that I'm looking at rolling out. But yeah, looking at writing those and seeing how people like them, how they respond to them. Some best value on YouTube here when it comes to channel memberships. So definitely recommend you checking it out, but I am biased. Looking forward to, we're going to get rolling tonight. Cool topic tonight because we're going to be talking about media hype with comic books, specifically independent comics. I've got a lineup here, and I'm going to get my take, and then I'm going to get Paul's take as an experienced comic speculator and comic book investment guy. So I'm looking forward to hearing what he's got to say. Let's jump into the chat and see what everybody thinks. We're doing 2 giveaways tonight. We're doing the regular giveaway, the main giveaway for everybody here, and then we're going to be doing a channel members giveaway from our channel members only live stream last night, which was Carlos and Friends, and I'll be doing a giveaway for that with 5 channel members that were there that left their mark. So thanks to all the channel members for being supportive of the channel, and then looking forward to getting going. Well, let me do some shout outs here in the chat. Let's see, Las Cruces. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. He's dropping in. Emma Dudley says, Happy New Comic Book Wednesday and Happy National Peppermint Latte Day. That I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm glad that I know that. So I think it's better. Happy National Peppermint Latte Day. Are there other latte days that are different flavors? Emma Dudley reminds us, hit the like button and subscribe, share this channel and video with family and friends. Thank you for doing that, Emma. Oscusa says hello from New Mexico. Andrew, our brother from down under, is dropping in saying hello. Green Machine, one of our channel members and moderators, is here and saying hello. Glad to see everybody. Wolverado, another channel member, is dropping in and saying hello. David Spider-Man Dotson here dropping in and saying hello. I'm glad that you're all here hanging out with us tonight. Let's see, enjoy the dash. Good to see you. glad that you're here. Ms. Bonds, thanks for being here as well. And glad that all of y'all could join us. Joffrey Castro, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. Glad that you're here as well. And then El Green Machine is giving his vote for Dark Knight channel membership and saying that he loves that one. Will James Willie, what's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Glad that you are here to hang out with us for a little bit. Hey, hit that like button and make sure and share it out. Share the channel out if you haven't already. Let somebody know, hey, there's a cool channel. I'm talking about some cool stuff tonight. We are going to be, like I said, getting some, talking about this kind of media type speculation thing that's going on, and we're going to be giving, we're going to be, just giving our take on some of the different independent comic books that have spiked recently, and there's quite a few that have media adaptations of some sort. They're coming down the pipe. All right, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and bring him out. Let him say hello to everybody. Paul Comics is here hanging out with us tonight. So, Paul, why don't you drop in and say hello to everybody?
All right, how y'all doing, everyone? Hit the like button, share it out. I don't know what Carlos is talking about, guys, but we'll see what happens tonight.
Are you?
I just want to say thank you. There's no JTAI, no JT, and then Future Batman talked a lot last week. He's not here. No, I'm really happy tonight.
Wait, is he not here because? Is he not here because he talked a lot last week?
Yeah, I think he's tired, tuckered out. Yeah.
All right, wait, but Paul, did he talk so much that he exhausted his word count for both weeks?
Yeah, so he tuckered out. Yeah. So me and Billy are happy tonight. No JTAI, JT, or Future Batman. They're all tuckered out, but we're here. So please hit the like button, share it out, and thank y'all for being here tonight.
All right, so we're going to let's see. We're going to let's see. Oh, we got Bappy Chula. I'm glad that y'all are all here hanging out with us tonight.
Welcome back, Billy. Yeah, Billy had to take. He knew that JTAI and Future Batman were on last week, so no, I got to take off. So he knew they weren't here. He's here.
He's glad to be there with me. I can tell. He looks very excited. He's like, this is great.
Yeah, we're both excited that both of them are not here.
All right. So, hey, as is customary on Wednesday nights for the giveaway show, we are going to do, hey, what's up, Rafael Jimenez?
Hey, Rafael, Mary's in the chat.
Glad to see both of you here. Oh, that's JT.
No, it is. Is it?
It's
what the hell kind of name is there, JTAI? Is that him flexing right there again?
That's him.
Oh, there's Liz. There's El Green. There's Emma.
All right. So, Paul, do you have your Paul's picks ready to? Do you have Paul's picks? Or Paul's pickups, because you picked up a bunch of books, didn't you?
Actually, yeah, well, I did do that. I can do.
What is the big spec pickup of the week?
The big spec. No, I ain't got no big. Well, I got so I'm gonna do an artist spotlight on this one. This is me and him talk a lot, and we're good friends. If y'all know, do y'all know this artist?
Is that John Boy Myers?
Hey man, I was asking the chat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so this is my artist spotlight. Just look how he drew this character
What
right
issue
here. If y'all don't know this character,
what
I,
issue number is that? 50?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yes, you don't want me to know. It's issue 50. I'll be on the lookout. I'll get it for about $3 instead of paying you $87.
So this is the one that I bought. My favorite independent title.
Oh my god.
Nocterra #1. Scott Snyder, Tony S. Daniel. Nobody on this channel is more of a fan than I am. You know that. Nobody knows Duke did this cover.
What is that story about?
Yeah, it's a story about Nocterra and Nocterra. Yeah. So anyway, I bet nobody in the chat knows who this cover is.
Is it a story about Nocterra being Nocterra?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Chad. Paul, I guess Paul's saying that he's going to give that away to whoever can correctly guess the.
This is one of my favorites too. This Kevin Smith, the Hester Green Arrow. Always love this. Yep. Nope. They ain't giving me that. But I know people don't know who did this cover. I don't even think the panel knows me.
Liz Barnes is going to buy the Nightwing from you.
Then the Nightwing. No. Nightwing's not for sale. Oh, yeah. Did you get this one? This came out this week.
Oh. Who is that?
That's Batman third print done by the Absolute Batman artist.
No, that's not Nick Dragotta. It's vice versa. It's the Batman regular series drawn by Jorge Jimenez, and it's an homage to Absolute Batman #1.
Really? But they said it was the artist. The artist, was it?
That's not Nick Dragotta.
It's not.
Nick Dragotta does not do that.
Oh, okay.
It's either Dan Mora or Jorge Jimenez. I think it's Jimenez because he's the regular artist on the new Batman title.
No, it says it right there.
That's the. Let me see the face.
It's the third print.
See,
it says it right there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he did the. It's he did like Absolute Batman, but the new Batman.
Yeah.
In the Absolute Batman format. Yep. Yeah, I knew I was right, chat. See that, chat? You try to get me, chat, but that ain't happening, chat.
All right, Wolverado says I have 2 copies of that cover. Wolverado also correctly identified the artist as Boss Logic.
What?
And Mary Jimenez wants to buy Billy.
Wait a minute. So I got Billy. What? Billy in the book are not for sale. No. Oh, these. I like collecting these. Legion of Collectors. There's a bunch of Marvel DC ones. I like these. Yep. Oh, see that, chat? Thank you. No, you don't. This is one and only Billy. No. One and only.
All right, so those are your picks of the week.
Oh, yeah. That's my pick.
Nice. So, what is your #1 spec book right now?
My #1 spec book. I traded a bunch of a bunch of. I traded the first print, a bunch of variants, and all the variants. I'm starting to get them back again, but it was really it was a bad decision. But at the end of the day, it's what you do. But Absolute Batman is my spec for the new books. Yeah, that series is just growing and growing and growing. So
that series is insane.
yeah, so I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man was going, but I don't know, it fizzled out. But Absolute Batman is just killing it. I mean, every time I look at the cover A's, I don't see him coming down for anytime soon. When is Billy being sent to CGC for? I'm gonna send him over there to work. Grade some book. They need help grading.
That man, I don't even know what to think about that. That book is just crazy. So Absolute Batman, what we're talking about, we were just talking about it last night on Carlos and Friends, going over the top 10 list. That book it just keeps growing.
And then each time they introduce a villain, it's just that book is just. I mean, I think a lot of people are waiting on the Absolute Joker. I don't know how it's going to be received, but I bet people are ordering that.
It's a very different take on the Joker than we've seen before. You know?
Yeah, it was different when I saw the covers be released, but I don't know which. I mean, I guess Absolute Batman is trying to be its own, not really tie into like the Batman mythos.
It's
Mary, I thought you had a rap. You tell him, Wolverado. Wait a minute, it's not his birthday today.
All right, folks. Hey, let's go and do my retro reader review, and then we're going to jump into our topic for the night. We got stuff. Paul, we're looking at media hype in comic books and taking a look at some recent examples. And we'll talk about it. Of course, I know you're familiar with all these. You've seen the pricing dumps on all of them. But it's interesting to see how media hype is still playing a role in the comic market and the back-issue market. All right, so let's go ahead and happy birthday to Raphael. Glad that you're here with us hanging out. And let me go ahead and share with you retro reader review. So what I do during retro reader review is I'll grab a book that's been out for a while.
I clean the Predator.
Make a recommendation for you about which book to pick up. Some old. Again, these are older books that have been out of the limelight for a little while, but I still think they're phenomenal reads and well worth picking up for anybody that may want to maybe be looking for some new old reading material. So I'm going to go ahead and reach over here and let's pull. I have talked about this book so much before in the past, but I'm going to do it again. So my retro reader review for this week is Batman Under the Red Hood. This is the collected edition for this one. And what this is the true and complete return of Jason Todd to the DC universe. So initially, the lore is that Jason Todd was the Robin, that he was the second Robin after Dick Grayson, and he was one that he was a street, kind of more of a street kid that Batman had had apprehended and then ended up taking in to make him the second Robin. So he's a very different type of Robin. And then in the infamous call-in 1-900 number that was run by DC Comics, they gave readers the chance to vote about whether or not Robin would die. And there was two alternate endings that were drawn and scripted and prepped and ready. And then DC ran this, in the course of the regular Batman title release. It was called The Death in the Family, that storyline. And readers got to vote, will Jason Todd, the second Robin, live or die? And in a very, very narrow margin, readers voted for Jason Todd to die. And so he was written out and he was dead. And then back in the early 2000s, one of the biggest rules of comic books was that Bucky Barnes, the dead child sidekick of Captain America, could not come back from the dead. And then Jason Todd, the Robin, who was killed by the Joker, could not come back from the dead. Well, Bucky Barnes came back as the Winter Soldier, and in that infamous Out of Time Captain America storyline, still I think one of the best modern comic book or Captain America storylines of all time. And then not too long after, Jason Todd popped up in the Hush storyline, and then that was carried further by Judd Winnick, who I think is a phenomenally underrated comic book writer, in Batman Under the Red Hood. So this is my retro reader review because it was so well written and so well drawn. It was a storyline of an adult Jason Todd who had been brought back to life, and then Batman's methodical investigation to try to figure out who is this person that he is fighting against him, and what is this person, like who is this person, because he did not believe that the person was actually who he claimed to be, which was Jason Todd, now operating under the name of Red Hood. So it's a great storyline because it's a mystery, but it's a different kind of mystery. It's not a whodunit, it's more of a is it true? And it is phenomenally written. All the characters are on point. Everything from the everything from Alfred's dry humor to Batman's determination to the advanced personality of Jason Todd as Red Hood, all the way to Nightwing and Black Mask and Mr. Freeze. Just all these classic characters that popped up in this storyline. I think this rivals the Hush storyline as one of the best Batman stories in the modern era. And it really is a phenomenal. Like, I'm flipping through it, I just want to read it again. And there's so many good scenes in this, including Batman and Nightwing going up against the Red Hood, and then Batman and Nightwing going up against an Amazo android, which was a robot that had all the powers of the Justice League. And so it's just a phenomenal storyline. Can't recommend it enough. And I would, I would highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for something good to read. Wolverado, we need to do a story time, and I need to have a scripted kind of thing to go through these storylines, because some of them are just they're phenomenal. I'd love to do something with them. Let's see, Raphael. Okay, so this is my retro reader review for this week. Is Batman Under the Red Hood. Now, the cool thing about this was a Best Buy exclusive edition. It's I like hardcovers for these favorites to be able to read them. But the coolest thing about it is they did a really phenomenal animated movie. DC's animated movies are second to none. And so this came in the set. So this was a shrink wrap set where you got the DVD and a Blu-ray in this set, as well as like a digital code. I don't think the digital code thing, all these digital codes with like ultraviolet and all this stuff. Yeah. So Batman Under the Red Hood retro reader review for this week, and well worth picking up or reading if you get a chance. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump back into this with everybody here.
I just want to say, guys, we're not having any read along here. I can't take it.
I think Carlos collects reading the story with Paul's commentary. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you think that's a great idea or not. It could be fun. All right, Rafael Jimenez says, I'm not the new 52, I'm just 52. Wolverado is sending birthday cake and a rainbow llama or something. Brandon, what's up, buddy? He says, Mr. Tovar, admin abuse. Read it to us, Carlos. All right, one of my most favorite stories. Dat1 Phoenix 7173 says, what are the best newer horror comics that you enjoyed? I'm a horror nut. I've read Harrow County and loved it. Infidel was also excellent. There's some really great horror. Recent. One of my favorites is called Once in the Future. I think the series has since concluded, but it's phenomenal. It's about a witchcraft King Arthur coming back from the dead with leading a zombie army to take over England. That's a good one. Let's see. I think Nice House on the Lake. I haven't kept up with that one. That was a pretty decent one. Some of the Predator and Alien comics are really, really great stuff. And I think Paul would you say Red Room is a horror comic book?
Yeah, I think Red Room's a horror comic. Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind the content is pretty wild.
It's up there.
What's up, David Reese? Good to see you. Glad that you're here. The movies are good, but we don't talk about the Hush movie. Yeah, I don't talk about that one because that one's not. Yeah, Batman Under the Red Hood I think is phenomenal, and I think while Hush is fantastic because the Jim Lee artwork, I think I just am such a much bigger fan of Batman Under the Red Hood. It's a pinata. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I didn't know what it was.
I thought that was you, Wolverado.
All right. So tonight, what we're talking about is I'm going to get the giveaway for here in a second. I don't know what the giveaway is. Where did it go? Maybe somewhere around here. All right. So what we're talking about tonight is we're talking about media hype and how that can impact comic book pricing. The comic book market has been volatile for about the past 5 to 6 years. So comic prices, can vary greatly. And sometimes they can spike hard and drop back down just as quickly. But there is a number of new independent comic books that are now a thing. And what we're going to do is I'm going to flash through them, and I'm going to pull up the articles for them, and we're just going to give commentary on it. We're going to give our thoughts on it and what we think about those comics and are they worth getting. Obviously, the most famous current one that is just blowing and going is the let's see.
I don't see nothing.
No, I'm looking over something real quick.
That's right, Chet.
Okay, yeah, here. Wait, no, that's. Oh my gosh, that's way back. Man, this browser is not doing me any favors right now. I'm going to do. Okay. All right. So I'll bring you back to it. Okay, so the biggest name of all of them is actually Invincible as of right now. So Invincible, I've got a news article from Deadline Hollywood. So Deadline is one that I'll refer to a lot. So Deadline is one of the legitimate uh, trade newspapers for all the business and show business. So most big announcements that come through, really any announcement that gets made in Deadline Hollywood or the Hollywood Reporter, are big deals and are going to be big deals. So when a project gets mentioned here, it's legitimate and it has been confirmed as being a legitimate thing. This is not just a random blogger or YouTuber's speculation. This is actual news in the entertainment industry. Invincible sets season 4 release date. Lee Pace joins cast as villain Thrag. Teaser trailer unveiled at New York Comic Con. So Prime Video announced today at New York Comic Con. This was in October, so it was just about a little over, not quite 2 months ago. But Prime Video announced today at New York Comic Con that season 4 of adult animated series Invincible will premiere in March of 2026. The streamer also released the Burger Mart-inspired teaser trailer and revealed that Lee Pace will play the long-awaited character Thrag in season 4. Thrag leads the Viltrumite Empire. The Viltrum Empire is Grand Regent. Trained from birth for this role, Thrag rules his people through strength, cruelty, and will, determined to restore Viltrum to its previous glory at any cost. Based on the comic book series by Robert Kirkman, co-creator Corey Walker, and contributing creator Ryan Otley, Invincible wrapped its 8-episode season 3 in February and got an early season 5 renewal in July at San Diego Comic-Con. In Invincible, while the world recovers from a catastrophe, a changed Mark fights to protect his home and the people he loves, setting him on a collision course with a threat that could alter the fate of humanity forever. So that is Invincible is by and large the biggest news because it's not just the animated series. Invincible also has a fighting game adaptation. It also has a feature film that's in development, a live-action feature film. And then on top of both of those, the animated series continues to make waves and is incredibly popular over on Amazon Prime. And it's a very adult animated series. It is not at all for kids, but I do know it's very popular. I've talked to some students who have watched it and enjoyed it. So Invincible. Paul, what are your thoughts on just the whole Invincible thing? Like, as we see Invincible, and then Battle Beast, the Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1 came out and was a record-shattering debut for a comic book. Paul, what do you think about? What are your thoughts on just Invincible as a whole?
Yeah, well, well, Invincible to me is like, I guess when it came out, it's kind of like Walking Dead. A lot of people didn't really know about it. Every issue got more orders in, I guess. of it per se. I think it was Invincible was before Walking Dead, right? Was it before Walking Dead?
Yeah. Invincible came out in 2003, and I think Walking Dead. Now they both ran at the same time, but they were.
So like anything else, the Invincible comic is more graphic than the show, from what I've heard. But I mean, the show is pretty graphic. I mean, I've talked to people at comic shops, and they let their kids watch it, which is insane to me. But I've watched all 3 seasons, and it's pretty good. I mean, if you like that type of stuff, which I do, and if everybody knows the last season, who he battled at the end was a big battle at the end of the final episode for the final season was pretty good. And then I think each time these trailers come out, it's always been like that, like two people talking, or Invincible talking to someone. That's what you see in the first trailer of each season has been like that. So I think it's cool that they kept it like that. But yeah, I mean, they announced it a while back, and then people were buying Invincible stuff. Now it's like every season that goes by, it's really getting popular. You know what happens down the road? Him and Eve, Adam, or what's her name? Eve, right?
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah. So they have children together. So I want to see that further on, but yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff that they can take from the Invincible comic, which I think they are, and I think that's helping bring new people in, or bring people that were reading Invincible to like it again. I know Battle Beast, the first appearance, was going for a little bit, and yeah, you just collect all the. I think Invincible 1 is just like. Walking Dead 1, it's up there in price if you want a 9698 copy of that book.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna look at some pricing data in a minute. It's insane.
What do I think about it? I think it's good because I mean, me and Carlos went to Dallas Fan Expo, and I saw a bunch of young readers, young kids with the blind bags or Invincible Battle Beast or Invincible comics in general. So bringing them into the comic book community is actually good. I mean, whatever it takes to get any kind of boost to the title, I believe. So I think it's good to have the shows and media stuff. It only helps out benefit the comic book community. So yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, it's wild how big an impact this has had. So just a couple of like numbers for people.
Oh, we got 12 likes.
We need more people like it. We had over 20 people in here.
Yeah, 20 people. Hit the like button, guys.
So
yeah, I claim that privilege up there.
Real quick, let's see. Okay, I have it down here. All right, so I do have a top 10 Invincible comic book not comic book. I do have a top 10 Invincible comics list video that I'm working on. I've already got it written and shooting it, and then be editing it soon. So that's why these numbers are fresh. I've got these on here. So Invincible number 2. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't know. So the print run for Invincible number 1. Okay, and I pointed this out in my in my video, but I'm not going to give all the information on it. But I'll just say that so Invincible number 1 had a print run of only 10,800 copies. And 10,000 sounds like a big number, but when it comes to copies of a comic book, That's a very low print run. By comparison, Ultimate Fallout #4, which was the first appearance of Miles Morales, which other people consider to be a big modern book, that had a print run estimated at 65,000 for only the first print. Now, the reason I use that as a comparison is because both books go for roughly $1,000 right now, with Invincible actually going higher. I know that there's copies as high as 2,700 for like a signature series CBC copy that has both Kirkman and Otley's signatures on it. So it's a lot. Like it's a. I came to this realization doing the research for this video. I think Invincible is actually a better investment book than Miles Morales, like in Ultimate Fallout 4, and then a lot of other books, because I think miraculously, even though the comic series has ended, they are continuing to adapt it in different ways. And I never would have thought there'd be an Invincible fighting game, but there's an Invincible fighting game. And it's
and I just want to say that they didn't have variants or any other ratio. It was just cover A, and that's it for 10,000 copies.
Yeah.
Because they got a bunch of reprints of the book.
Right. Yeah. They didn't it wasn't, because that's the thing. It was such a small book that they didn't do like second, and third, and fourth, and fifth printings of it. They did the one printing, and then years later, they did different like new editions of the first one. Like in the Image first one, they did a Amazon Prime exclusive cover, and then they did there's a free comic book day Invincible cover that had like a foil lettering and stuff. But I mean, they really didn't do a lot of reprinting of that book, and so that book has held a lot of value. What's up, Spider Girl 69? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Glad that you're stopping in here and saying hi. But yeah, Invincible is, let's see, by far the biggest adaptation. And I'm real curious to see where some of these other ones are going to land. So, Invincible is the first one, is the first big one. Paul, obviously, just kind of dovetailing off of Invincible to another Robert Kirkman book. We've got the Energon Universe adaptation, because now the Energon Universe is the reintroduction of the Hasbroverse, which includes G.I. Joe and Transformers, and now also Mask, which is another 80s cartoon comic series based on a toy line. So what we've seen though is the Energon Universe is being shepherded by Robert Kirkman. He has taken over, like he's overseeing there's 3 titles in the long right now. It's Void Rivals, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. And those 3 titles they intertwine in their story, and you can see they're setting up Mask to be the 4th one. But they're setting those up, and they've had a different miniseries for like Duke and Cobra Commander and Destro and Scarlet. But the main 3 titles are Void Rivals, G.I. Joe, and Transformers, and they have been phenomenal hits. Stellar hits, so much so that Kirkman was able to use those to get a package put together for an Energon Universe in adult animated series, just like Invincible, with Joe Henderson as the showrunner, and they've been shopping that around. So this is another one that the Energon Universe is just a really strong. It's a really strong property right now. I don't know that anybody expected it to do as well as it has done, but there's obviously a huge market for these characters, these IPs, and people are liking the way it's all coming together. So, so we're seeing this. This was from October of this year, and they went ahead and said, let's see, Robert Kirkman's Skybound Entertainment has teamed with Hasbro Entertainment to produce Energon Universe, an adult animated series based on the comics of the same name created by Kirkman and published by Skybound. Joe Henderson, coming off of Lucifer, is attached to write the adaptation and serve as showrunner on the series, an epic crossover of G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Void Rivals mythology, which is expected to be taken out to buyers shortly. Despite featuring the family-friendly Hasbro characters G.I. Joe and Transformers, the Energon Universe series will be broad with adult sensibility in the vein of Kirkman's gritty adult animated series Invincible, based on his comic, which has been a hit for Prime Video, renewed for Season 5 ahead of its Season 4 premiere next March. So, adult animated series coming. And, yeah, it looks like Kirkman is just everything he's touching is turning to gold. Paul, what do you think about the Energon Universe having their own adult animated series?
I mean, a lot. So we'll say this, like, a lot of us that are fans are older, adults. So going that adult route, I think it's a good idea, because a lot of us don't want to see the little kitty stuff. And the Beast Wars, we don't want to see that. Yeah, I just don't like Beast Wars. But yeah, I think it's really good. I think the series it was taken very well. Like, a lot of fans, including me, were kind of, what are they gonna do? IDW screwed it up. Let's see what they're gonna do. And it's been running, and even with the writer leaving and Kirkman taking over, it's like, people are still invested in it. I know I am. I wait for every issue, see how it goes. But to come out with an adult show, I think that's good to tie in the G.I. Joe, Void Rival series, and the Transformers. And I think he said something about Mask, because Mask was in there. So yeah, I think it'll be good. A good thing. We'll see how the show plays out. If it takes from the comic books, I think it'll do fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're a big fan of the Transformers comic series. But okay, so you're like, let's set the stage. You're a hardcore G1 guy, right? Like, you believe in the original Transformers.
Well,
so how good is this? The new Transformers Energon Universe series, like, for you as a longtime fan, as a G1 fan?
I mean, as a kid, you saw the battles on TV. I know that they can be graphic, except when you got the movie. But I think being at war with each other and robots dying, I think it's good. I mean, they didn't hold back. I mean, Jetfire brought back them to life, and then he got killed. Like, what? Then they brought him back, but I mean, Bumblebee getting blasted, that was not for. This was not going to be a kiddie book. And then for Starscream to start squishing humans and calling them squishies, yeah, you knew that this book was not for kids. So, yeah, I liked how they kept it like, well, what would robots do to? That's kind of like how we would do to ants or little insects, right? Squash them. So
yeah,
when they squashed them, and Optimus Prime squishing the deer, and just was like, took him back a little bit. I think Megatron dug him up or something, because they buried him, I believe. To me, it was good. Megatron's arm on Optimus Prime, and it was possessing him or messing him up. I thought that was pretty good. Um, the new character, I kind of like him a little bit, but then I'm like, Shredhead, I don't really. He turned the tide of the battle, I guess, but it's been a good series. I'm open to it, and the keeping it adult and robots dying, I think that's good.
So you've said that a couple times. So you're a big fan of the robots dying.
I mean, that's what happens in war. I mean, you go to war, that's what happens. But I mean, it's just there on Earth, and the way they got, I think in the TV show, the earthquake. I mean, the volcano erupts and they get brought back to life by Teletran 1, but then Jetfire bringing out, and then him tying in the Void Rivals. Because I think Hot Rod and Springer. They had the Quintessons in the Void Rivals. They've gotten a whole different storyline, but it's tied into the Transformers. G.I. Joe's tied into all that's tied in. So I just want to see what they do later on, bringing everybody together. I'm hoping Unicron, maybe Nemesis Prime. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm expecting for them to do. But no Beast Wars. We don't need Beast Wars.
I don't think they're gonna come up with. I don't think they're gonna be. All right, Oscar and Brandon, good to see you guys. Glad that you are here hanging out with us tonight. All right, let's see. Megatron buried him. Transformers in this era. All right, good to see you guys. You see y'all entering to win. Hashtag Hail Grimlock for your chance to win. Tonight we're doing a giveaway. Because we're talking about media adaptations, I've got this. This is a lower grade copy of the original Transformers issue number 8.
Oh, the Dinobot.
First appearance of the Dinobots. It's definitely a low grade copy, but it's a fun book, and I thought it went because that's one of the ones I want to see.
Yeah, that's when they had Shockwave, and then they lost.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the Dinobots are not going to show up in the Energon universe anytime soon, and especially with the way they got rid of Bumblebee. But I don't know. It would be I'd be real interested in seeing an Energon universe version of the Dinobots.
You know what's crazy? Bumblebee's dead, but then the last issue, Alita 1 is talking to Clip Jumper, and there's just this mangled cub, and he's still talking. I'm like, how's he still alive? What the? So I think they may come, the Dinobots.
It'd be kind of cool if they did. I'd be kind of.
They got they had the aerial bots. So
yeah. If you're okay, so real quick, channel members, you can upgrade to this DC Marvel All Access number 2, showing a budding relationship between Jubilee from the X-Men and Robin, as in Batman and Robin.
but that's what's his name, ain't it?
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake. Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, because this was back in the 90s, but this was one of the famous crossovers between DC Comics and Marvel, and we're seeing more and more of that happen now with the Batman Deadpool. So this is kind of a cool throwback to that. But that's a channel member giveaway. Remember, you can join as a channel member tonight and claim that book if that's what you're looking for. Remember, because this Transformers number 8 is a very low grade copy. Hashtag Hail Grimlock for your chance to win one of these fun books. We're also going to do a channel members only giveaway in a moment. And,
I claimed the Predator.
The channel member only giveaway. I think I did these for everybody. I've got different books here for the channel members. I think I'm going to do this. This Deadpool Batman #1. This is a J. Scott Campbell variant.
Oh yeah.
The channel member giveaway for our channel members. We're also on Wednesdays. We are also doing a duck race for the channel members that were here last night watching the show. They watched the Carlos and Friends episode. So I've got those folks lined up on a duck race. Make sure and enter to win hashtag Hail Grimlock for your chance to win tonight's prize. All right, Oscar, we'll see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yes, it is past their bedtime. The students, it's past their bedtime. Then we're going to, after we do this first giveaway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep it going because we do have multiple projects. The Energon Universe Adult series is just one of them that we're doing. We're also going to be talking about several others as well. So I'm looking forward to talking about those. Let's go ahead and bring this over to the quack. Yep. All right, let's do this. Let's do this main giveaway right now, and let's see who's going to win this Transformers #8. All right, 16 entries. So good luck to everybody. Thanks for watching tonight, and let's see who the winner is. In 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Here we go, Carlos. There's Carlos. There's Liz. Liz again.
Okay.
Carlos,
all right, now let's go ahead.
Let's go. 4 minutes to claim your book, Carlos. Carlos.
All right, no, we're going to run it again. Don't anybody worry. We're running it again. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Carlos.
There it is. Silver Eagles, coins, and coins and comics. There we go. Silver Eagles, coins, and comics. All right, Gerald Yates. Gerald Yates is actually allowed to do 2 entries because he has 2 accounts. He pays for 2 membership accounts. That's how committed he is to supporting the channel. So Gerald Yates, let me know. Do you want Transformers #8 or do you want the DC Marvel All Access #2? Just let me know in the comments. I saw you in the comments just a minute ago, so I know you're here. I'm not worried about that. But just let me know which one you want to take home. And we'll get it marked up for you. In the meantime, we're going to go over a couple more animated properties, then we're going to do our channel member giveaway. It is a tough one. It is. Because they're both really cool books. Or I could do something that is kind of cool. I don't know, this is an idea that just came to me. Joe Yates, what is Transformers #8? She's here. This is it's super low grade, Gerald. And I'll give you the DC Marvel All Access #2. Both of them. Together, both yours tonight as the winner. So that way you don't have to choose. All right. An idea just occurred to me. I said, the channel member, it's kind of cool to give both of them instead of making you choose. So, Joe Yates, both of these books are going to you, sir. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Excited that you won tonight. I've got tons of books that are going out to you. These are both going to be for you. You have quite a few books, sir. All right, so 2 fun books. And these are just fun books. These are the kind of books I love to have on here because they're fun books, both of them. And they're both classics, one from the 80s and one from the 90s. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside for Gerald. and set it aside, and then we will do our channel member giveaway. But I don't know what to give away for the channel members. I've got multiple books. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do. Channel members, how about, they can't give away any of the rest of them. Channel members, how about this Batman Deadpool #1 Jenny Frison variant?
Okay.
This just came out
And Wonder Woman.
before. So this one is going to go to this brand new book, cover price of $9. So it's
Right, you got that?
it's a fun book, beautiful cover, and so what we're going to do is that's going to be the prize for the channel members for tonight. Remember, you have to be a channel member at least the Man of Steel tier or higher to be able to watch and be eligible to win the giveaways for channel members. You can watch for only $1.99 a month, but for $4.99 a month and up, you get entered to win the different things, or the different comics that you give away. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and bring this over. This is the duck race I've got set up. It's featured with this. Okay, we're just gonna do that. All right, this is the duck race for tonight for our channel members. Had 5 people. El Green, Emma Dudley, Jay Yates, Wolverado, and Silver Eagles. Those 5 accounts all had an equal shot. Here we go, folks. Good luck to you in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I love this.
Oh, look at Emma's.
What's up, Big Shaq?
Biggie Shaq.
What's up, Team Nerdy? Good to see you, buddy.
Nerdy.
So, Hail Grim LOL. This has got to be the slowest duck race I've ever seen right here.
All right, well, I just see Emma's getting ready. All these losers over there. Let's see. We got.
Okay, who's going to break fast in the final lap?
Gerald Yates with that cheater beak.
Uh-oh, what?
Look at that, Wolverine. Come
Are
on,
you
Emma.
kidding? Are you kidding?
Wow.
Wow. All right. Make sure and hit that like button. And all right. Hey, so very cool. Good win to Wolverado. Congratulations, Wolverado, for this copy of Batman Deadpool #1. This is Jenny Frison, Storm, and Wonder Woman variant. Congrats, buddy. Glad that you picked this one up. So we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and give you that one. I know, El Green. I know. It was a close win, close call. So let's go ahead and put this down. Wolverado, congratulations to you, buddy. I know you've got at least, I think, 2 packages going out to you.
No, he's not here to claim it. I don't see him.
He's here. He was literally just in the chat. Let's see. All right. So we got, let's see. Congratulations to Wolverado. Thanks for being here. And yes, it is a good one to win. But hey, that's the shot you get.
I don't see Wolverado in the chat.
He's there. He's in there. All right. Hey, so let's hit these last couple of properties. Remember, we were talking about the Energon Universe adult animated series. Next up, though, is a very cool. This is an announcement that happened not too long ago.
Oh, wait a minute. Wolverado said to give it to Biggie. Oh, okay.
Let's see. All right. Here we go. Wednesday creators Al Goff, I think, and Miles Millar developing grim adult animated series at Netflix based on Boom Comics with Jennifer U. Nelson. So, Paul, you and I, we know we got to meet Stephanie Phillips. Very cool lady, doing a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, she's her upcoming series is Daredevil. She's gonna be writing Daredevil.
Yes.
Yeah, she wrote Harley, and this is her book Grimm.
So this it looks like so I want to remind people that these guys are actually the ones that did Smallville, which I thought was a great series. But it looks like they've got an all-star team because it's not just Al Goff and Miles Millard. Those guys did Wednesday, and then before that they did Smallville for 10 seasons. But in addition, they're partnering with Jennifer U. Nelson, the supervising director on one of Netflix's signature adult animated series, the Emmy-winning Love, Death plus Robots, and Robots. A character-driven supernatural saga, Grimm follows Jessica Harrow, a newly recruited Reaper tasked with ferrying souls to the afterlife. Unlike her fellow Reapers, Jessica has no memory of her death or life before. Her search for answers pulls her deeper into the unseen architecture of the afterlife, revealing hidden forces, cosmic secrets, and her shocking personal connection to death itself. Very cool. But Paul, you've known about this series for a while. Yeah, Team Nerdy, I love Smallville. I thought it was fantastic. It wasn't my childhood, but it was great. So, let's see. Paul, what are your thoughts on Grimm? Because you knew more about Grimm and you had more time to talk to Stephanie Phillips than I did. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I don't really. It was a great series when it came out. It kind of like fizzled a little bit, but
yeah,
I know she was excited when they announced this because she posted it on all of her social media outlets. But I talked to her before, but this was way back before they even announced any kind of like TV announcements or anything. But she was just happy to get her own title published, I guess. So, I mean, for this to happen, it's kind of like the Nocterra thing because Nocterra's yeah. See, she did Harley great, and now she's doing Daredevil. So I guess she's been doing what, Mr. and Mrs. No, not that. She did another title, I believe, from Marvel, but yeah, like Nocterra, they announced that they were doing something. And then finally Scott Snyder announced it and everybody went crazy for Nocterra. But a lot of these independent titles are really good. But yeah, so not surprised that this got picked up, but it did fizzle out a little bit at the end because I think it's already canceled. So
yeah,
I recommend people to read it. All the independents, they give more leeway of storytelling, not having the big bad Marvel DC telling you what to do, but still a good title. I like it. But yeah, not surprised that they didn't announce the show about it. Yeah, thank you, TM Nerd. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, yep, that's what thoughts on her.
My take on it is that I think it's the problem with the series is that the problem is that it didn't run very long. Unlike The Walking Dead, Invincible, and some of these others, it didn't run very long. However, like Nocterra, which is one of my big picks for getting adapted, it doesn't have to. Really, they just need the concept and kind of the world and just the stuff that was established in the comic book. They have the ability to take that and spin it off into something. And who knows, if it gets 1-2 seasons, that's cool. That's a great thing for comic books and for Stephanie Phillips. I actually, my big one that I read of hers was Nuclear Family, which was an interesting title. It wasn't as mainstream as Grimm, but I thought it was a more interesting title. But then it's good to see her getting mainstream work. But I do wonder if she's gonna, because it's mainstream work. You have to kind of really
thank you, Biggie Shaq.
Give you. So based off of the guidelines they give you, and I saw it with James Tinian. I feel like James Tinian, like his stuff was better when he was writing by himself. When he was writing for himself and for his own title instead of writing for a different one like Batman. When he wrote Batman, I felt like it was just more constrained film. And I get it. That's how it is when you go with the mainstream titles, the mainstream series. You have to kind of do that. So, spinning off like another title that's very similar to Grimm is actually Something is Killing the Children, which was the next one I had. This one, we finally are hearing that Something is Killing the Children is getting a movie and series adaptation in a Blumhouse deal between James Tinian IV and artist Werther Dell'Edera. So Something is Killing the Children is the one that I've been waiting to see what was going to happen with it, because to me it was a guaranteed guaranteed hit, smash hit in the making. And so Blumhouse, it says, has snagged the rights to Something is Killing the Children, the popular Boom Studios comic by James Tinian IV and Werther Dell'Edera. The title has enjoyed Hollywood's attention since it debuted in 2019 and has previously been in development as a live-action series. Blumhouse plans on actually doing both big screen and small screen takes. It will develop the franchise simultaneously as a live-action feature film and as an adult animated television series with a TV adaptation to be shepherded by Tinian. So it's gone through. It's changed hands a few times. The article does go into that, but I think the biggest thing about it is that Something is Killing the Children. They've spun off multiple. They've spun off multiple new titles, but I don't feel like any of them has hit as strongly as Something is Killing the Children. Like they've tried to create a universe, but other books that have spun off of Something is Killing the Children, like House of Slaughter, were not as strong. But I don't know. What do you think, Paul? What are your thoughts on Something is Killing the Children, the universe and the media adaptations and all of it?
Well, so my take on it came out, there was a bunch of people knew about it, but a lot of people were chasing the prison variant cover versus the first print. But a lot of people picked it up. I mean, first prints of all the Something's Killing the Children are pricey books. I know 98 of that book was down for a little bit, but now it's shooting back up, I think 900, back up to where it was before. But a lot of the FOC, because before it was like you had to, the comic shops had to order the FOC variants, so a lot of shops didn't order the FOC, so a lot of those are kind of pricey a little bit. But there is a fan base for Something's Killing the Children. I know a lot of people I know around, they collect a bunch of Something's Killing the Children, like cover A's, all the covers, store variants, stuff like that. But I mean, this series at first was really good, and then I guess James Tinian got his pockets got full, so I guess he wasn't really writing as much or into it as much, because I think it had delays with issues coming out. People were mad about that, but yeah, I mean, I like to see them do this. I like to see any of these independent books become shows and see how I like it. Maybe I will like it, maybe I won't. Who knows? If they take stuff from the actual title from the book, they take a bunch of stuff from there, and maybe it'll be good. But I know that Something's Killing the Children has a fan base seeing them at Comic Cons, cosplaying, but now it's just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of like with Grimm, it just stuff is getting delayed. People weren't really into the book anymore, so we'll see. I'm really interested in seeing how this show is going to turn out.
Yeah, I think my number one is the Energon universe that I'm most excited about. But then
The Amazon universe.
Yeah, I'm more excited about that than something that's killing the children. But I'm a huge fan
Really?
of something that's killing the children. But I think we're the fans are the winners in this, because we're getting more adaptations that are just more ways to visit these worlds that we fell in love with in comic book form. And just like Invincible, they make changes. They definitely make changes to the overall, storyline and the way things play out with characters and stuff like that. So I'm excited about the Something's Killing the Children adaptations, both film and the animated series. I just think it needs to, there really needs to be a strong producing force to work with James Tynion, because I don't know that he's done an adaptation before. But the fun part is that if it goes well, I could see him adapting Department of Truth, which is an excellent premise for a series. And then from there, Blue Book, Red Book, and then the big one is if everything goes well for James Tynion, he could, because he's done the comic book adaptation for the Universal Monsters, I could totally see them working with him to do something for the movie version. If they like all the media stuff he's producing. So he's unproven in media. He's proven in comic books, but he's unproven in media. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. I want to see
So it would take Something's Killing the Children to do good before they could even think about going to the other properties.
Yeah, because I think because he's unproven. I think the reason Robert Kirkman can get is able to shop around Energon Universe is because he has a track record. Remember, he helped with the development of the Walking Dead show. He wrote the comic. He created Invincible. He worked on the TV show, but didn't lead it. He just worked on it, and then from there he was able to get the Invincible animated series launched. That's doing incredibly well, and he has a much bigger hand in that one. And now he's got the video game that's coming out. It's a fighting game, the Invincible universe, which is wild, but it's awesome because it's just going to give him more clout in Hollywood, and being able to adapt these. So I think each one of these properties that does well, that is his property, not only is he making his own money, he's making money off of it, but number two, he's actually building a track record for, hey, look, this guy's done 5 media adaptations of his product, so for his project. So yeah, let's let him take a stab at this thing called Blue Book, or bigger and bigger stuff. So because it does open doors, they pay attention when something is a hit. I mean,
does Hasbro have any say in Transformers when he does the animated or?
I think initially, I think they had more of a say than they do now. I think that they're taking money off of it, and I think that whatever the deal was, that said, okay, because there's some pretty extreme stuff that happens in the comic books for Energon, but I think because they marketed it to adults, I think it's okay. He's getting away with a lot of stuff, and I think Hasbro at the beginning, he and Hasbro probably came to an agreement of what was okay and what was not okay. And I mean, they've let him get away with a lot, but I think it's been proven that him being able to get away with a lot was a good move on their part because they're making money off of it.
Well, I mean, they were in the Marvel comics. Wasn't there more? There were death in there than they would be in the show.
Yeah, but I mean, there was never a time when a Transformer picked up a human and
Squished it. Oh.
Squished it. Yeah, I mean, you never saw anything like that. Or the Duke miniseries, which is some of my favorite writing for the Energon universe. It's just phenomenal because it took Duke, who was a fairly vanilla character in the cartoon and the comic, and they turned him into a really relatable, strong character. And I thought, oh wow!
I mean, come on, man! The way he got on Starscream, come on, man! That ain't gonna happen.
I thought it was a fantastic. It's been the Energon universe has been a pleasant surprise. It's been consistent hits. So, all right, last one we got to hit before we wrap up because we do got to wrap up. It's been fun. All right, so there is one last one. This was just announced this past week, and this is a big one. This is actually, or arguably, this is the biggest of all of them. So Ghost Machine is the comic imprint owned by Jeff Johns that just secured a deal with Atlas Entertainment to bring a series of films to the big screen based on Jeff Johns' comic book series Red Coat. So Atlas Entertainment
in the Geiger universe.
Yes, this is in the Geiger universe, which is the Geiger universe. Atlas Entertainment and Ghost Machine have made a deal for a feature film adaptation of Red Coat, the comic series written by Jeff Johns. Red Coat's debut issue in April of 2024 was an instant sellout, and the ongoing series has since been a bestseller for Ghost Machine and publishing partner Image Comics. The film will be scripted by Johns, based on a story by Johns and Brian Hitch. Charles Roven and Alex Gardner are producing for Atlas Entertainment. After a British deserter mistakenly gains immortality during the American Revolution, he is forced to face his cowardly past and fight against a sinister plot Hang on, sorry.
Oh, what happened? We lost him?
No, I'm still here. It's raining real hard here right now. All right, so let's see. After a British deserter mistakenly gains immortality during the American Revolution, he is forced to face his cowardly past and fight against a sinister plot to destroy America. Reminiscent of the bombastic historical action in Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana Jones, Red Coat pulls back the curtain of American history to tell the legend of the unknown hero. So, it's a phenomenal character. It's basically Highlander meets a version, a darker version of Indiana Jones. So it looks like a phenomenal storyline, phenomenal character. I've read some of it and have enjoyed what they've done with the character. He reminds me of the Ultimates universe. But yeah, this series. Here's the thing about Ghost Machine is that if there are numerous Ghost Machine titles, and the producer for this was also the producer on Oppenheimer and several other big films. So if he sees something in this, he sees a route to doing something good with the character, and I could absolutely see them deciding to adapt Geiger, Junkyard Joe, and Rook Exodus.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing this guy. He's only a guy that wears a red coat. I don't see anything special about it. I mean, I don't know.
All right, this means what that translates to is Paul missed out on this one. He doesn't have any copies.
I got copies of this, but I mean, this is what we get, guys. A guy with a red coat. I mean, why not a yellow coat? Yeah, so I don't know about red coat, but I mean, I kind of like the Ghost Machine. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know about red coat. Oh, what happened to Carlos? Oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. I'm looking for my copy of it. I don't know where I put it. This is often the problem that happens, is that I have so many books up here.
It's in the Spec Gone Wrong box right there.
No, it's in the Spec Got Right box.
It's in the Spec I Got Wrong box.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Told you, Spec Got Wrong box. I knew it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, guys. How are we going to see a guy with a red coat?
This is the Geiger 80-page giant #1, the red coat variant. So this is the first appearance of red coat right here. And then I also, somewhere around here, I have issue #1 of red coat, his ongoing series. Somewhere. I don't know where.
It's in the Spec on Wrong box.
It's somewhere around here.
Red coat sounds too much like Red Hood. Huh. That makes sense, Liz.
Well, maybe so. All right, so Paul, is this a pass on you, or you think it's a good pickup?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Jeff John, I like him and everything when he did the regular DC series, but yeah, I'm not on them.
You're not feeling it?
Yeah, red coat. I'm not. I mean, why couldn't you wear yellow?
Wow. All right, folks. Thank y'all so much for joining. It's much appreciated. We have enjoyed hanging out with you tonight. It's been your episode of the Giveaway Show. Make sure to tune in with us tonight, on a Friday night for Expensive Paper Showcase. Paul and I will be back with some deals and steals here on Carlos Clay's Comics channel. Looking forward to seeing y'all, those of y'all who join us. But otherwise, hey, make sure to make sure to read some comic books and get some good. With this weather being what it is, make sure to get someplace warm and cozy and circle up and read some great comic books. Take care. Have a great night. From Paul, myself, and the rest of the team here. Have a great rest of the week.
I just want to say, please, guys, hit the like button, share it out, and if you want to be a channel member, we greatly appreciate it for the channel. And thank you guys every time for always supporting us on the giveaway show. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I know Carlos does. I mean, it's hard to not have JTAI and Future Batman on a couple of shows, but it was a good show tonight. And thanks, Biggie Shaq, TM Nerdy, Liz, Emma, Wolverado, El Green, everybody else. And yeah, we'll see y'all on Friday. And hit the like button. Thank you, guys.
All right. Y'all take care. We'll see you.